How's it going, everybody? My name is Warner Fields with Fields of Profit. I'm a six-figure Amazon seller and a full-time student, and in today's video I'm going to be diving into tactical arbitrage and specifically some tips and tricks you can use to increase those profit margins, because when you're scanning through lots of products, you're going to be finding all kinds of stuff that's profitable, but maybe it's got 10 to 15% margin, and there's just some little tips and tricks that you can use to really increase those profit margins. TA honestly has a pretty good learning curve, which is good for you in the long run because you want to be in things that have barriers to entry. And a knowledge barrier to entry will mean that you can make more money in the long run once you really master the software. So I'm going to just go ahead and dive into some little tricks that I use to go ahead and increase those margins. Before we jump into some examples in the tutorial, go ahead and click the subscribe button right down below. It's free, it helps me out a ton, and you can always unsubscribe. Thanks. So to get started here, we're just going to go ahead and hop into Tactical Arbitrage. This is just your regular product search tab. I'm just going to dive into a quick little example here. So let's say we're sourcing from Walmart. You're going to be able to source from all these little different categories, and then you can type into a manual category using the URL. I have a more basic tutorial. It's going to be up here if you want to check that out. If you really are a beginner to Tactical Arbitrage, this is going to be how to really get over that learning curve, really get into those deeper profit margins. So once you get your little category selected, we're just going to use baby as an example. Then you're going to want to look down here, and then this is where the real money can be made in these little discount boxes and all that, getting sales tax exempt, all that kind of stuff. So the first thing we're going to want to look at is if we can get a store discount. And the first thing that I do to try to find these store discounts is just try to find coupons, right? So if you go to Rakuten, which you should probably have a Rakuten account if you're doing online arbitrage, as you can see, I've got, looks like a little over $300 in cash back from doing online arbitrage. So the first thing you're going to do, I honestly just scroll through this top tab here. A lot of times there's some good coupons up here. Let's see if there's anything good today. Looks like if you wanted to sell UGG, there's 30% off markdowns. What else do we got up here? We've got 70% off some new gear on backcountry. You can maybe scan. This is probably a clearance tab you can scan. And then see what else we got. Okay, and it looks like we've also got a sale on Vitacost off of Vega. I like Vitacost. They have a lot of good coupons and stuff pretty often. I'm just gonna go ahead and check this out. I'm pretty sure this looks like a gated brand just by looking at it, but if they've got a buy one get one 50% off on this one brand, it's possible that they would have a department sale or that kind of thing. So looking at these Vega products, I guess the first thing we can do is go over here and make sure that I am gated in it. It looks you know, pretty fancy. They've got a lot of good branding here. I'm gonna assume it's Amazon or sold by them. It looks like most of this is sold by them. Maybe this one isn't, so it could be worth just throwing it in a search just in case you find something where Amazon's not on, and the worst thing you can do is get nothing, right? So what you're going to want to do here is copy this little URL. You're going to go back over to your search and you're going to type in Vitacost. I'm going to go ahead and clear these real quick. I'm going to go ahead and type in Vitacost, and then we're going to throw that URL there, because this is the URL where these sale pages were, and then you're going to count the number of pages. Looks like we've got 4 pages here. So you've got the URL. You're going to go ahead and type it in, copy the URL in there, and then you're also going to go ahead and throw 1 through 4 on these start and last pages, and then down here on the source price adjustments, it's going to be buy one get one free, which means that it's net 25% off each unit, right? On your cash back, you're going to go ahead and check Rakuten. Looks like they've got 3% cash back. And then you're also going to add your credit card, which I'll go over later. So my credit card, I get 2% cash back, so I'm going to get 5% cash back on this. Your gift cards, you could potentially use raise.com or things like that. I typically don't find it to be worth the time just to deal with the hassle and all that. But maybe you really like using gift cards, you can go ahead and throw in a couple % off there. And then sales tax, I am not exempt on Vitacost, so I'm going to have to pay 10% on this. And then I'm just going to go ahead and search. So then instead of just searching those at regular retail price, Tactical Arbitrage is now going to know that those products are 25 plus that 5% cash back off. So it's 30% off, and then you got to add that sales tax on there. So it might catch a product or two that wouldn't have shown up without those extra product or the extra profit filters that you can use down here. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and see what else we can find on Vitacost. looks like I like to just check the home page. We've got 20% off Airborne. There's a lot of Airborne products that you can bundle. I've done a couple of those where it's just like 2 or 3 packs. See if we got anything else on here. So we've got this. We're gonna check this out. We've also got 15% off tea and honey. So in this tea and honey sale, it looks like we've got no promo code required. It's just already taken it off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this URL, add that little cash back we were getting there. We've got 9 pages, so we're gonna go back over here. We're gonna start a new search. We're gonna go to Vitacost. Copy that new URL in there. We've got 1 to page 9. Our price adjustments, we're gonna leave it as is, but we're gonna add that 5% cashback and then add your sales tax. Then we're gonna search. So let's see what else we could find on here. We also had this 20% off Airborne. Looks like we've got a coupon code here to add on top of these sales that they're already running. So we're gonna grab this. We've got 3 pages here. So we're gonna go ahead and start a new search. Go ahead and go to Vitacost. Copy that URL. Start page 1. We're ending on page 3. And then we're gonna go ahead and add that extra 20% off. Add your 5% cash back, and then add your sales tax. So there you go. Just like that, we've got 3 pretty high potential searches, I'd say. It's also sometimes worthwhile, especially on these smaller, maybe when it's a really good sale. Like this looks like 30 to maybe 20 to 30, like 40% off some of these products, plus those 20% off coupons. So sometimes it's worth just go ahead and taking this, like the text right here. We're gonna just check for Airborne gummies. It was a 63 count. See if we can find anything. So it looks like we've got a 2-pack here. So this is what I was talking about. I do a lot of these 2-packs and stuff. This one's sold by Amazon and the price is pretty low. But sometimes you're able to find some pretty high profit potential just by going through some extra effort. If you find a really good combination between a sale and a coupon, you can say, hey, maybe Amazon isn't on this. Maybe there's not a seller with a whole bunch of stock. I'm gonna go ahead and check a couple of these products that I know are popular, and I've found some pretty good products doing that in the past. So that's just a pretty simple process I like to use to find coupons. On top of coupons, you're also going to want to make sure you're getting the most cash back. I typically just use Rakuten, but I'll typically also check this website called Cashback Monitor. And Cashback Monitor is going to show you the highest cash back across all much of the major cashback websites. So in this case, we were shopping at Vitacost. So let's see if they've got more cash back than Rakuten had for us. So it looks like we've got Rebates Me. I've never heard of this one. I typically stick to a couple ones that I trust. Like I trust Top Cashback, and I trust Ebates. I've used Mr. Rebates before. We're gonna go ahead and check this out. I've never heard of this. I could maybe do some research into this because this 12% cash back is pretty nice. And if any of you guys do use this website, let me know down below. I'm curious to know how it is. Because yeah, that's a pretty big boost. Maybe they've got boosts on a bunch of different websites. So Cashback Monitor here is just a really simple little tool to help you find those extra percentages on your cash back, help you increase those profit margins even further. And then the last tip that I have for you guys is just make sure you have the right credit card. This is the credit card I have. It does have an annual fee, but if you're doing OA and wholesale at scale, you're going to be able to spend a whole bunch of money, and you're also going to be able to get these sign-up bonuses pretty easy. So like this one's you gotta spend 3K, but you get 60,000 points, which is $600. And then you're also able to earn 2 miles per dollar on this card. A lot of the better credit cards, maybe small annual fee cards, are gonna be, this is basically 2% cash back instead of the typical 1% that I find with a lot of free cards. If you find that you spend the difference to make up this $100 annual fee, then just in the cashback difference alone, it's definitely worth it to go ahead and pay a small annual fee to get that higher rewards rate. And I've actually already used these rates to get some hotel rooms and stuff, and obviously hoping to buy some plane tickets and stuff once the world's a little less crazy. But yeah, you can rack up some pretty serious points because you're spending all kinds of money on OA, so those miles are going to be maybe used for a personal vacation or something exciting. So that's going to do it for this video. Again, if you want to go ahead and check out Tactical Arbitrage, you don't already have it, there's a link down below. Use promo code FIELDS, get you an extended free trial. It's also going to help me out, help me make more content. If you want to go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, helps me out with the algorithm. Drop any questions down below. I'm happy to answer questions. I try to answer pretty much all the questions I get. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks, guys.